Okay, guys. So some of you asked for like a kind of update to my last video, so here it is. I think I'm just gonna talk about what this past week has been and like starting at a new school and everything. So I'll just kick it off. All my classes are actually pretty good. Um, I start off with soccer, which is like a class period here. It's super weird, but they like take their sports really seriously. Um, the soccer team isn't great, but it's still really fun to play and finally get back out on like a team with other people. Um, First practice went pretty well. I did fairly well at everything they asked me to do, which was like sprints, physical challenges like climbing a rope or like monkey bars or whatever. Um, The only thing I kind of bombed was like the 400 because I did that after everything else and that just sucked and I wasn't about to go 100 on that, but whatever. Soccer's really fun. Something new is here at soccer they actually like use the showers, so it's like lacrosse, I guess. Um, Jacques, if you're watching, it's like that. Um, yeah, and that's really fun. Soccer is going to be super good once it actually gets into season. And I talked to the coach, so I can actually do track and soccer, even though technically they're on the same season at my school. Um, After that, I have English. And in terms of the people in the class, I think English is my favorite because it's like all juniors and it's AP English, so you don't have any like dumbasses in there. Um, yeah, the first like group of people I got dropped into in English is like probably the best people I could have gotten dropped into with. They're like all different, actually, in more ways than I'd thought about. Um, okay, so I'm just gonna tell you how they're different, which is kind of funny. I never actually thought about it until now. Um, okay, so the girl who sits next to me is like this Asian girl who's on like the debate team, hella nerdy, um, but still like a nice person. And so she basically, well, actually, she didn't do all the work that our group was doing. And then there's this like black girl that sat across from me diagonally. She was super chill. Um, and then she's actually like nice to me, which is cool. Well, they all are, but whatever. Um, and this guy sits across from me, a white dude, and he like hates everybody. So it's really funny sitting at the table with him because he's like a smart guy, but he like just talking to me, he was like, God, everyone at this school is just terrible. Like people like him, and it's kind of funny because they'll be like laughing at something he says because it's funny, and he'll go all red because like I don't know, he thinks they're laughing at him or something. So that's funny. English class is all right. Um, Teacher's all right. We haven't gotten too much homework, so I mean it's not bad. Um, all right. After English, I have AP Calculus. And like the first 10 minutes in that class, I was so scared because the teacher just started right off the bat going like 99 pace. I just couldn't keep up. But I mean, it's all right now. I know everything she's talking about, so it's all right. We already had a quiz in that class on the second day, but it was on the unit circle, and y'all know Sailor. Sailor kind of drilled that into us, so I knew how to deal with that. She's also my homeroom teacher, so they have homeroom here, just like this weird class where everyone sits around and the teacher like does random things. It's it's kind of like those classes in middle school where they'd be like, all right, now stay in your first period class. They're gonna do the like blah blah blah, you know? And they showed like bullying videos and whatever. I guess that's what homeroom is, like basically like that. Um, then after that, I have creative writing, which is actually like pretty fun class. I'm basically taking it here because they don't have computer science classes. They have like two of them, and I've already gone through 3 years of computer science basically. So I didn't really want to waste my time on that. Creative writing's super fun though, and it's like something that I feel like I haven't done enough of. Um, Teacher like tries to sing us songs, and that's super weird, but whatever, it's fine. Um, all the people in there, like some of them are like the people that you'd expect to be in the creative writing class. You're like, yeah, like this makes sense, right? They're like writing nerds, you know, sort of people that would blog and stuff. And then like out of nowhere, like the big football players who are in there so that they can get like an easy A. Like these dudes just drop the most creative shit I've heard. It's crazy. It's so funny though, because it's just a shock, and they're so good at it. So I guess they take the class a lot or something. Um, and so that's my 8A. 8As to me they're pretty fun. Um, because like I got this conception from last year in A Push that every single AP class would be like hella homework, hella hard, like all the time. But these are like normal classes, just I don't know. I don't even know how they're different than normal classes. We're just expected to take a test eventually, I guess. Um, okay. And then the start of my B day, I start in physics. It's kind of crazy because the physics teacher like hella reminds me of McDicken. I don't know why he doesn't look like him. Physics teacher has like really long hair and a beard, but like his mannerisms and the way he talks just remind me of McDicken, so he's pretty cool. Um, he kind of scared us because he gave us this lab, um, like just a normal lab, right? Where we like do a couple tests, basically hanging stuffed animals from rubber bands and seeing like how far the rubber bands will stretch based on the number of rubber bands we had. Um, it was kind of dark to be perfectly honest. Everyone was just like hanging stuffed animals from the top of like meter 6 to see how far they'd fall. But we were supposed to like make a graph and find out like from the top of the building how many rubber bands would it take to drop them and have them drop within a meter of the ground. And the top of the building's 9 meters up because it's like 3 floors, and we just went up and dropped them, and that was super fun. And he freaked us out because he was like, anyone who gets their stuffed animal within a meter of the ground is gonna pass, and they can earn up to 100% on this lab, and anyone who doesn't will fail. And basically, yeah, um, basically, if they fail, they can only get up to a 70. So that freaked everyone out. They were like, "Oh my God, I'm only gonna get a up to a C minus on this on like the first day."